This week we've got bathroom burglar, black hole, and parking solution.
Can I guess? They stole toilet paper. I did that when I was broke.
Damn.
Oh, me too. My first apartment, I used to go to the communal bathroom and take toilet paper.
That ceiling? I took it in college.
There was a communal bathroom in the apartment?
Well, like like the leasing office. Like, hey, use the bathroom.
Oh.
I would go in there and take that.
That's like a hotel bathroom.
Yes, I'm like, man, appreciate y'all, man.
They got smarter though, because they lock that shit now.
Really?
Yeah, you can't get it off the roll.
They lock the toilet tissue?
So I always write at this one place underground with my buddy Michael, and he has this bathroom there, and you used to be able to grab the toilet paper from there, but now it's all locked, dude.
So now you just gotta roll it on your hand. And
they got white. That's exactly, that's smart.
You bring your own empty.
And then re-roll it back at home.
And then you just wrap it.
And then you have people over, they're like, what the fuck's going on with your toilet paper? And you're like, hey, it was free.
That's a skit right there.
You guys really know how to...
It's homemade.
Hey man, when you ain't got no money, yes, you gotta find a way to hustle.
Or you say some shit like, I made it.
One thing that I still do is collect napkins.
Oh yeah.
Huge
You
stack
are
in
my dad. Oh my god.
We have the condiments right there. We also.
Bro, if your glove compartment don't have napkins, I don't trust you. You're not preparing for the future?
Yeah.
Dude, I have so many napkins all over my car.
Me too.
Damn, I don't even know where the napkins are in our house. We just use
Yeah, because I boycotted them. I was like, paper towels or bust.
I like it.
We don't do
I have
napkins.
paper towels too, but you know what?
That's what I'm saying. Multi-purpose
You could break the
too.
bank with paper towels.
You
though.
can.
I use it like crazy.
So you gotta get the one.
I dry off after a shower with paper towel.
I gotta get the Kroger one.
The perforated half sheet.
Yep.
Quicker picker upper.
No, fuck that. That's way too expensive, dude. The fucking Kroger's $1.
You gotta, but you can't go cheap. Paper towels
No,
are the thing
no,
you
no.
gotta pay for.
The Kroger one is good.
Quality.
Is it hard though?
I say even their water.
How absorbent is it?
I don't know.
Oh no, this is Kirkland, my bad.
There's a shit one.
Yeah, Kirkland's good.
There's a definite shit one where you're pulling it and like it's like tearing off every.
I disagree with
the fucking Kroger one is strong, bro.
I need it.
No, it's strong.
I want to eat sandwiches off of it. Like no dishes.
No, dude,
You gotta be strong enough to.
Dude, this fool
And-
cuts limes and lemons on the paper towel on the granite counter. I'm like, there's literally a cutting board right fucking
Guess what? Guess what, Nikki? Literally, the cutting board, bitch, is the counter because it's a granite countertop.
Oh my god.
Cell. That's the whole cell.
You see what I'm doing? What do you mean that's the cell? You're supposed to protect
That's why people buy granite countertops so you can cut on
Metal
it.
on granite.
No! You're supposed to protect it! You're stupid! You're so stupid!
I am protected.
could roll dough on it.
This is the same guy that cuts in the non-stick frying pans. He cuts directly in the fucking Teflon.
That's Byron.
First of all,
Byron, I'm calling you out, Byron.
You pull out a fucking bread from the toaster with a metal fork.
no, I use my hands. I use my hands like a normal
With
person.
this fucking savage.
I wouldn't, because that's very dangerous. But I will say this. I use a butter knife on the counter, not a fucking Sharpie.
That's not true.
It is true.
Sharpie knife.
Disagree.
Not the Sharpie boys.
Wait, what do you do? Do you put the paper towel first and then you get the lime?
Yes.
No.
And then I go up and down with a butter knife, and it's
Yeah, but it doesn't cut the paper.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't cut the paper.
Yes, it does.
It does not cut the paper.
This has been bothering her for a while.
Yeah.
Wait,
Brought it up.
I don't understand. How hard is it to get a cutting board, put it down?
I don't know where the fuck the cutting board ever is.
Literally right next to the counter. It's right there on the counter.
Where?
It's on the counter. Up
Show me when we get home, dude.
against the wall. And it's so little. It's 4 limes.
No, here's the thing. When it's clean, you're right. It's in the sink, right? But when it's not there, I don't know where the fuck it is. And then we also have these little plastic ones, and I don't know where the fuck those are either.
How long do you look before you give up and go for the paper towel?
He doesn't. Look. He goes like this. Can't find it.
Pretty much.
You don't even have to cut it this way too. If you want, you can just hold it and go like that.
Dude, that's...
You're a fucking genius, dude.
Or you can hold it like this and go like this.
That man is a fucking genius.
Cut the webbing of your finger.
No, the other way.
I hope
you go
you
like
do.
this.
And I hope you do.
I will. You'll see.
Good. I will.
I will. I'll show you what a husband with no webbing looks like. You want to hold my hand? I got no webbing.
You know what I'll actually do, dude? We have a little bit of a granite backsplash. I'll put it up against that. Fucking go sideways.
Fruit ninja. Nail it in there with a nail.
Come at me, bro.
You know, if you even thought of that, that's where the fucking cutting board is. You stupid fuck.
Oh, really?
It's leaned up against the fucking backsplash. You stupid motherfucker.
It's so funny what wives get mad at. You cheated on me. Who cares? You cut the limes. The cutting board was right there.
Exactly.
That's it. That's all I had.
Cheating can be in the past. I see the residue of the fucking cutting board every morning.
Got lime juice on the granite countertop.
It's true. She
I've
gets
never
upset
seen
about
this
it.
upset.
So on that note, for our first story,
Oh yeah, we were
We're
supposed to
doing
be
a weekend Scramble here.
Did they steal toilet paper?
This has nothing to do with toilet paper. So, deputies surrounded a home in Oregon because they were responding to a 911 call of a burglary in progress. Turned out to be a Roomba stuck in a bathroom.
Wait, what? They heard something and it was a Roomba in the bathroom?
They're like, it's a burglar.
Cops pull a gun on the Roomba.
Oh my.
Are they fine?
Yeah.
Up where I could see
They
him.
literally came in with their guns drawn and
On the
everything.
Roomba?
Well, because
Didn't they hear it making the same noise? Like,
Dude, this is the kind of shit
For whole
that
hours just crashing into things.
this is the kind of shit that Calabasas Police Department has to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Fucking A.
These doggone Roombas are out of control.
Yeah.
They don't respond to direction.
They're like, something's going on in the backyard. What's going on? And they're like, ma'am, the fucking jacuzzi's on. And she's like, oh, Jesus. Okay.
that's pretty much what happened.
Roomba called me a pig when I.
I had lint in the middle of the floor, and now it's gone.
Yeah,
It's the first stage of robots taking over. Roombas not paying attention, disobeying orders. You clean it up.
They closed the bathroom door. They're like,
This could be a whole documentary like Beverly Hills PD.
Like Reno PD, but for Beverly.
That's good.
Yeah.
I missed that show.
I know.
Oh man,
Great
That was the best show.
totally underrated, man. So
Still
funny,
love it.
man. Perfect.
so
Niecy
good.
Nash was so funny in that.
Yeah.
Actually, they all were.
They all were. Thomas Lennon.
Who's the one with the shorts and the roller?
Nick Swartzen.
Yes.
That's the one I was talking about. The roller.
With the roller skates, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Terry.
Terry.
So yeah, they were saying that this woman, she called 911 because she heard noise in her bathroom. She got really scared and she could see a shadow like.
And she forgot the Roomba was on.
Well, it was trapped in there somehow.
Trapped in the bathroom.
Trapped in the closet.
Yep. So then they encountered a very thoroughly vacuumed job done by the Roomba.
They're outside with their guns, like,
Yeah, guns drawn and everything.
put your weapon down.
Over a loudspeaker.
Still rummaging through
So
stuff.
dope.
How embarrassed are you?
have one.
You kick the door in and a Roomba's just like, yeah, you'll never take me alive.
Or the Roomba never came out, so they're like, we're gonna need the FBI, dude. This guy's fucking tough, dude. This guy is hard.
He's still robbing us while we're telling us to get out.
They're like, we need a hostage negotiator, dude. This guy's not coming out.
City tax dollars are paying for this.
I love it, man.
No, that's
You're like, they're taking our paychecks. Yeah, it's because I gotta catch Roombas in the bathroom.
most
No.
wanted Roomba.
All right, moving on to the second story here. So, the first ever photo of a supermassive black hole has been.
Oh yeah, it looks like a dragon's eye.
So I first saw this on Twitter and somebody photoshopped hands to make it look like a butthole. That's literally all I can see now.
Wait, so what are we looking at? Is that our sun?
Sauron.
Shadow of a black hole.
So all the light around it is like stars that are all like in a fucking.
Oh my god!
So they're saying in order to capture this photo, it's like you're standing in.
So that shit's just sucking up suns.
So you're standing in New York trying to get a photo of, or trying to count the dimples of a golf ball in California. Like that's how far away this shit is.
Dang.
I could make that in Photoshop.
True, Nikki. Good point.
Look, let me show you guys.
Fantastic point. You
Let me
could
show
say
you guys
that's
this video.
anything.
But it's so cool.
So what's this? The telescope?
This is how far away this black hole is.
Oh, I love this shit.
I'm glad it's far away.
How big the galaxy is?
Yeah, man.
They're saying, I forgot how many
I feel so tiny when people do that.
billions of times it's bigger than our sun. Or it's like the size of our entire solar system, I think.
Have you ever seen that one where it's like,
That shit sucks a lot.
Oh shit.
have you ever seen that meme of all the different stars and how they stack up compared to our stars?
Yeah.
And like it gets to Beetlejuice and you're like, holy fuck, we're so small.
It's like the end of Men in Black.
Yeah.
Or we're all like,
Oh, tiny. Yeah.
Jesus,
so.
dude.
This is how far away this shit is.
You know, a woman was the lead
Yeah.
on this. And this is why they all.
Can you believe she had a brain big enough to think of that?
And you want to lie to her about where you were last night?
You want to try to cut a lime on a cutting board and not a cutting board?
That's
On
true
a
because
granite countertop?
I do agree that a woman was doing that because they have laser point focus. They will find like things that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
They'll be like
Like the holes in your story?
Yep.
I found a black hole across the galaxy. You think I'm gonna find a plot hole in your story? Who do you think I am?
There'll be like a little smudge. They'll be like in the bathroom and they can see the smudge on the kitchen counter that you made.
fuck yeah.
That's
How is
so
that
true.
even possible?
I have no idea.
We have eyes everywhere.
All these hard drives of data they use to
Yeah,
find this
they're
was just
saying-
like crazy.
Yeah, they're saying that they had to gather this was the equivalent of 5,000 years of MP3 files. Like that's how much data they had.
I hope they could throw a tracker in there now and we could finally like figure out what happens.
If that was right next to us, we would be like,
Dude, I'm so glad at how far away it is. I'm like, that's so sick.
what if that is like the galaxy's vacuum cleaner? That's the galaxy.
That's the Roomba.
Yeah.
It's trapped in the bathroom.
It is, and then it's just spitting it out.
Dude, or what if we're in an artificial galaxy, like artificial created universe, and that's just like a part of the programming?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, it's like in Wreck-It Ralph.
It's like a reset button.
Oh yeah.
Internets.
I was thinking like a Bitcoin, like like the computers think that they had to do all this work to find this Bitcoin, but we just put it there, right?
I never understood how Bitcoins were mined.
Well,
I was just kind of really quiet about
my
it.
We
friend,
have the expert here.
how long you got, dude?
Oh,
We don't
please
have the
explain to
time,
me.
Steven.
Okay, I understand.
Good job.
Tell me later. Off
So I did a podcast about it. I'm on their shit. They don't tell you podcast.
Yeah, go check out the
And you
podcast.
can listen to. I have that.
There we
Okay,
go.
I will.
They don't tell you. But yeah, so they're saying that this black hole is 6.5 billion times more massive than our sun.
They don't gotta brag about it.
This is why they gotta dumb it down for us, though. Where they gotta be like, hey, it's like looking at Los Angeles from New York, and like you're looking for a fucking quail's head or something.
Yeah, because otherwise people wouldn't care, and they'd be like, "This is all this work, and no one cares."
It just sounds like so much. It's like when I hear Bill Gates is a billionaire, I'm like, man, that's so much money. I can't even think about that shit.
Well, so finding this photo though, or like creating this image, it's a humongous deal because they're able to like solidify the theory of relativity, Einstein's theory of general relativity, and it's just giving astrophysicists an unprecedented close-up of an actual black hole. So then we get to learn more.
That's a close-up?
That's a
Yeah.
close-up.
So that's the closest black hole we have, or it's the biggest one?
That's the first one they found.
First one they took a photo.
Dude, and that's pretty good res for all that shit.
I know.
How the fuck did they do that?
Actually took 5 satellites.
Take it on an Android.
Oh no, wait, no, not 5. 5 continents.
That should just like a blur. That looks like a blurry solar eclipse.
Yeah, but if you look at
Way to shit all over the fucking achievement.
We're looking at a light silhouette around a black hole. That's.
But you're looking at proof of something that didn't exist like 20.
I knew it existed. Nobody needed to prove that to
I
me.
bet the flat Earth people are probably like, "This is planted."
Of course.
Oh, for sure.
It's a composite imagery.
But yeah, they're saying that it took a group of 8 radio telescopes that are stationed on 5 continents that all observed the same area of space over the course of 1 week in April 2017. And so they were able to collect all that data.
Nuts, bro.
Wait, did it take 2 years to process that image?
They needed supercomputers to actually process all the data to
Oh,
create
snap.
this
So
image.
they first had to build the supercomputers in order to process.
That is how a lot of this shit is. That's why when everybody shits all over space stuff and they're like, well, what does it do for us? I'm like, dude, all the shit that they've had to do to get to those places has been technology that's enriched all of our lives in ways that you don't even know. Like just to get us to the moon, they came up with
We're bored.
like yeah, exactly.
So the moon landing.
Like we wouldn't have Tang without the
It
space
doesn't fascinate you
program.
that time could possibly be like.
GoPro.
It's true, but it doesn't affect my life or my Starbucks points.
So residual space exploration helps us.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Tang and Velcro is good enough for me.
GPS.
GPS?
We use it all the time.
I'm like, thanks to technology, that's why you have porn on your fingertips.
Exactly.
I was-
Best kind too.
I was reading something that there might
And the
be as
worst
much
kind.
gold on the moon as there is on the Earth, or like the ratio, like the same ratio.
Wait, did you just say there's just as much gold on the moon?
They're thinking that there is.
What the fuck?
And then they're also doing research to see if there's that much gold on Mars, or if the mission to go there to find the gold would cost more than the actual.
Oh my god, like a new era of gold rush.
Give us a reason why. That's what I'm saying. That's so sick. So now we're like, dude, there's an incentive to go to the fucking moon.
There was oil on the moon, we'd invade it.
Damn straight we would.
Too bad dinosaurs didn't live there, or did.
And we would bomb the fuck out of the moon for some reason, because that's what we do.
We'll go to the war. We'll go to war with
The moon, yeah.
Liberate the moon! There's nobody on there!
What we'll do is we'll ship Libyans to the moon so we can bomb them while we take the oil. Because that's the tradition.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Terrible. Terrible.
How do we get back to politics?
I know, always!
That's reality, bro.
It's capitalism.
That's right.
Alright, well, moving on to our last story. There's this new app that aspires to be the Airbnb of parking.
Oh. So they rent their parking spaces out, like in Hollywood or New York or big cities like that?
That's genius.
Well, so this started at the San Jose State University. It's been active there. And this app is called Park Stash, This is what it looks like. People could rent out their driveways for university students because they take up so much time to actually look for a parking space.
That's genius.
That is genius.
You know, students are paying a certain amount of money for their parking passes.
It's expensive.
Because I think there's like 15,000 students in the school, but only 5,000 parking lots.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid too because even if you pay for parking for school, you could never find parking.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they overbook it.
Yep.
That shouldn't be fair. That or legal.
That's like the airlines. Like when you think about it, changing the name on a ticket you purchased, having to pay for that is ludicrous.
Yeah.
Well, now they're charging a lot because they're all like working together.
The airlines?
Yeah. What a shocker.
That's why. Do you remember? Do you remember having to pay for checked luggage?
You still have to, right?
Luggage.
Oh, I mean, back in the day.
Back in the day, you never had to.
Yeah.
You never did.
2 bags free.
It's a new thing.
You never had to pay for a fucking meal in the.
It's because after 9/11, people were too scared to air travel, so a bunch of airlines went under. So the way that they could actually make money so that they could continue to have airplanes was they had to charge people.
You know what I recently read too? That back in the day, it would only take, I think, 5 hours or something to get from LA to New York. But then now it's like 6 hours plus, and that's because they add in time. Because back then, flights would always be delayed because they were just not efficient enough to run the system. So now instead of making their system more efficient, they just added more time to the traveler. So then we have to eat up that
So they
time.
won't say it's delayed.
So then that's why even
They
if
like
you,
bake an hour of time in.
We eat all costs, though. That's how it works. Where it's like, you want to tax a company, we're going to get the kickback. Dude.
What are you gonna do? Like when you think about when your flight's canceled or they bump you, they'll be like, "What you gonna do?
Yeah.
Walk? Shut up. You'll fly when we tell you to fly."
Especially when you're in another country, too. You're the ultimately fucked.
And there's less competition too. So you only have Delta, American Airlines, and United, who are the main.
Yep.
Dude, and those are the worst ones by far.
But they can be.
I like Delta.
You like Delta?
Like Delta?
I'm a diamond medallion.
What the fuck? Were you raised going on Spirit Airlines?
Wait, who's better than Delta?
Everything's better than Delta.
Southwest.
Delta's the best.
I fly Delta.
United.
too.
Name
I love
anything.
Southwest.
JetBlue doesn't really fly anywhere though.
I bet you there's an Emerson Airlines that's better than Delta.
No, man.
Sounds like a fucking offbeat airline.
I love Delta.
I think
like
Delta's
their
the best
seats.
out of the three.
Yeah.
out of the three,
Because American Airlines, they
You
shrunk
don't,
their
you don't think
their
United's
seats.
the best?
United's okay, but they lost my luggage twice.
Dude, United is the insignia of LCD TV.
But they're a little bit. I think they're a little bit cheaper sometimes.
It's shitty.
United was the first one to have a main cabin where you can't check you have to check your bag. I mean, you can't even carry it on.
What? Okay, fuck
You
United.
have like the cheapest seat available. You cannot even bring a carry-on. You can only bring like a backpack or a purse on. You have to.
I don't like checking bags.
I don't like air travel at
I
all.
used to never check bags, but now
don't check
when I travel, I'm always have like merch and stuff. So it's just like,
We'll lose
Well, out of
our
necessity.
shit.
yeah. But they lose your bags, man.
Yeah.
I've had so many times where they're like, oh yeah, your bag never made the flight. Like, what was he busy? Did he stop by Chick-fil-A?
I know,
But
right?
literally, you check it. Where
That's your whole job.
right.
You had one job.
exactly.
They're like, actually, Kev, you smart ass, we found your bag at Chick-fil-A. So what do you think of
I've
that?
had a bag completely lost, like never returned.
Me too.
A bag full of merch, full of T-shirts.
Did they have to reimburse
was
you?
pop-
Yeah, they reimburse you, but it's like a flat fee of like $150.
What?
And it was like $1,000 of merch. Plus
I
the
lost
cost of the
my
bag.
childhood memories.
Really?
Yeah.
On an airline flight?
That's priceless.
See, that's why I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
No, I had a friend who legit worked that job. They get paid minimum, no benefits, and he says, no joke, people are opening luggage and stealing things.
My friend that happened, they opened his.
So you should
his
for
bag.
sure get a lock.
I found a guitar pick.
But there's a way to open it even with the lock.
That's why I have the shittiest looking
In
luggage.
case,
Really?
Oh yeah.
Smart.
My luggage looks like shit, dude. My luggage looks like it got fucking sent to Uganda like on a bike.
That's true.
Like it looks so beat. Nobody.
Genius, Steve. Because people with money get like Louis Vuitton or whatever.
Even Samson and I'm like, oh, that looks way too expensive.
Have it to me. Now I'm like, man, what were you thinking?
Dude, take your luggage and just drag it behind you wherever you're going. Like go to the store, fucking drag that shit behind you.
Hit people with it
then
in the
use
La
it.
Brea tar pits.
Throw it in, dude.
looks like-
And then be like, oh shit, I just dropped my luggage, sorry, and then they have to crane it out.
You could smuggle diamonds in your luggage if it looks like that.
Put fucking stickers on your thing from places that nobody wants to go to, like Orlando. And then people are like, oh.
That is the worst flight ever, though, because it always has kids on it. Going or coming from Orlando nonstop anywhere.
Babies.
Babies crying. Why are you taking babies to Disneyland?
Thank you.
They don't know they're there.
There are two people who sit right here in this spot who advocate for taking babies to Disney.
Why?
Yeah, right.
Boo!
Bart, Gio.
It's sad.
We boo them.
You know why? Because they just want to go to Disney.
Just leave the kids.
They want to see the little kid fucking move his head around at Disney.
Because technically he can't even.
And they go like, oh, he had so much fun at Disney. And I'm like, hey, take it to a laundromat. I'll do the same shit.
Your sister does that too.
Give me a break. He's fucking won.
Your sister does that.
I bet you don't have the same reaction at a donut shop.
That's hilarious.
No, but you know what though? They're free.
Just because he can't control his
You don't have to pay for them.
No, right, I know. So just admit that you want to go. Just admit that you want to go.
They admit, or at least Joe would admit.
I wouldn't want to carry a baby if I wanted to go.
God, they're so
Take
heavy.
a stroller, girlfriend.
And the days are so
But like, you can only go on certain rides.
Even when you put him in a fucking sarong.
They can wait.
Did you hear about that lady who advocated for a hotel at Disneyland where no kids were allowed?
That's sick.
She's an adult woman. And she's like, look, I'm sick of the kids. Like, just get a hotel or a floor.
Why go to Disney then?
I will say.
I like Disney and I don't have kids.
Well,
and I don't
That's like going to Chuck E. Cheese and be like, can we get the kids out of here?
Exactly. What?
It's like the Disney cruises.
Oh my God.
People just love those Disney cruises, but they don't like the kids.
That sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Stupid.
Dude, you put me on a Disney cruise and I'm in hell.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me? Imagine all those kids. You paid 15 G's for this cruise or whatever.
But then when you have kids, it's fun because the kids get to go run around and be loud over there,
Yeah.
and you get to just chill.
That is true. That's
Why
one of the
do you
things
think
that's
the
best
parents are
about a cruise. Take my kids, bring them back to my room.
You go play with those other loud kids.
That's
over
pretty
there,
good.
you know?
Oh my God. You know, like they
You're
can't
gonna
get
be
lost.
going on a Disney cruise.
They gotta be somewhere. As long as they don't fall off the boat.
I was reading an article that so many people have been missing from cruise ships in the past year.
The fuck?
Can you just
Yeah.
drop them off
Look at that.
at the cruise?
They have a little bracelet. You scan them in,
Yeah,
and
Isaac
then you
was in like
pick them
the
up at like
kid
11
area
o'clock.
when we went on the cruise.
My kids, when I went, they were like, "Hey, can you pick us up at midnight?" I'm like, "Midnight, man, I'm tired."
My sister's such a helicopter parent. The whole time she'd be on the boat, she'd be freaking out with the kids falling off the boat. And so she couldn't even enjoy the cruise.
My wife was like that, and our first cruise, my kids weren't even there. They were literally at home with their grandma, and she looked over there. She was like, "Oh, the kids might fall." From America, where they're at home.
That's just chemicals, dude. That's all chemicals, bro.
Kids might fall. She was freaking out like they're not even here. Home on the first floor of a 2-bedroom house. They are safe.
That's all chemicals talking. Your wife's not even there, dude. It's just her body talking to you, dude.
Yeah, that motherhood is like, she's like, oh, my heart hurts.
Yep.
Like, what?
That's crazy to me.
Fine, I hope. I don't know. There's no Wi-Fi.
Dude, your sister wouldn't be able to enjoy a cruise even if she didn't have kids.
Tell me about it, dude. My sister's a fucking riot, dude.